Hansi Flick. I love you. We love you. The whole world loves you. Everyone who appreciates football loves Hansi Flick. Ever since he's joined Barcelona, he's done nothing but wonders. Nothing but wonders has brought happiness back to us Barcelona fans. And he continues to do so. Because this season, we're still the best team in the world. The most attractive team in the world. The most beautiful team in the world. Hansi Flick, we love you. Because, ladies and gentlemen, yet again, Barcelona win. 3-0. 3-0. 3 goals scored. No goals conceded. Best team in the world. Barcelona defeat Getafe. 3-0. 2 goals from El Tiburón, Ferran Torres. And a goal from Dani Olmo. Another dominant performance. Another beautiful performance from Barcelona. From Hansi Flick's Barcelona. Another massive 3 points. And yes, let's quickly talk about what we witnessed for this match. But yeah, quickly going into the lineups. Hansi Flick has decided to go with Joan Garcia in goal. Backline of Gerard Martin, Andres Christensen, Eric Garcia, and Jules Koundé. Midfield of Pedri Gonzalez, Frankie de Jong, and Dani Olmo. And up top, Ferran El Tiburón, Lewandowski, and Rafinha. That is the lineup that Hansi Flick has decided to go for this game. And for Getafe, who cares? Who cares? But yeah, the sensation before this game was, oh, great, Getafe. Having to play Getafe early on in the season. Getafe, who play haram football, who like to park the bus, who like to be annoying as hell. Because we all know parking the bus, an annoying tactic to go up against. You can already see. Let me actually change my screen. You can actually see right there. Oh, they're lined up with 5 in the back. Yeah, that's how usually Getafe play. But it was actually quite the opposite. Quite the opposite. I honestly have not watched Getafe at all this season, so I haven't really been like seeing how they play football. They actually been doing pretty well at the beginning of the season. They've been winning some games, and maybe it's just a different approach and a different style that their coach Bordales, however you say his name, wants to go with. Because usually we see him park the bus. We see him playing that annoying ass football, but he's been changing it up, and he changed it up this game. Because this game, Getafe have not been parking the bus. They were a lot more open than expected. They were actually trying to play us. They were actually trying to be on the front foot, trying to attack us. But yeah, trying to do that against the best team in the world, the most dominant team in the world, with the best midfielders in the world, with the most attack in the world, with the best everything in the world. Yeah, it's not going to go well for you. It's not going to go well for you, and that's exactly what happened. Because from minute 1 all the way to minute 90, Barcelona were dominating Getafe. Were superior to Getafe. Getafe couldn't even sniff the ball, and when they did, immediately lost it because we were just that excellent. In that first half, Getafe barely got to our own half, barely got to our box. Joan Garcia was just scratching his balls, just watching Barcelona dominate the game. In the pouring rain too, it was pouring rain. Getafe just couldn't even get near us. They were awful today, awful. We were just so much better, and that's just so much credit to us. So much credit to our press. So much credit to how dominant we were on the ball, how easily we could control the match. Where Getafe just, nothing worked for them today. Nothing worked for them today. But overall, when it comes to the lineup, I'm satisfied with this lineup. I have no problem. Obviously, there were question marks as to, why is Rashford not playing? He just came from scoring a brace against Newcastle. He was incredible. Why is he not playing? Apparently, the same reason why Rafinha didn't start against Valencia is because he came late to training. Props to Hansi Flick. I have no problem with that. That just shows that Hansi Flick is a great man manager, showing the whole squad saying, hey, you come late, you don't follow the rules, you're not going to play, which is perfectly fine with me. I don't think it should be a problem with anyone else. This is great man management from Hansi Flick to show the team that everyone is one. No one's above the team. No one's above the squad. No one's above the rules. Everyone has to follow the rules. If you don't, you're not going to play. And Hansi Flick has decided to go and do that with Marcus Rashford, which, fair enough. No problem with that. But besides that, the whole 11 today, they were perfect. The whole everyone was perfect today. The whole back line, again, very defensively solid. Getafe couldn't even sniff us. They had one good opportunity from one little play in the second half, but besides that, nothing. I literally did nothing. Our back line was absolutely chilling today. The midfield, Frankie de Jong, Pedri, Dani Olmo. What else can we say? The most beautiful midfield in the world. Pedri, another outstanding match. He was incredible today. If you were to name man of the match, in the end, Ferran Torres got man of the match for scoring the brace. He was excellent today as well. But besides that, you obviously have to give it to Pedri. Another incredible match, controlling the game, creating chances, getting into the right areas when he needs to be. Come on, bro. Again, bro. stop watching. If you're watching Barcelona, don't only watch to watch Lamine, to Rafinha. Watch it to watch Pedri Gonzalez play football. That has to be one of the main reasons you watch Barcelona. To watch Pedri Gonzalez play football, because this guy, his IQ is off the charts. Off the charts. He is just an incredible midfielder. Another great performance from Pedri Gonzalez. Frankie de Jong, not bad either. Had a pretty good performance. Not as good as Pedri's, but not bad. Dani Olmo, before the match started, Dani Olmo was the one player I said in my stream that he has to be the player to show up this game, because so far this season, before this match, hasn't really done much, hasn't really impressed. Fermin has been the one that's been really impressing in that number 10 position. So Dani Olmo was definitely the one player I was looking at this game to really show up and, show something to show that, hey, Fermin's not going to overly take your spot. You want to fight for it for sure. And he definitely did this game. I thought he was excellent today. Got the assist for the first goal, and he got a goal as well in the second half. But besides that, it's just the link-up play that he had, made the right runs, got into the right areas, had some great touches. He was excellent today. A perfect number 10 performance from Dani Olmo. That first goal, incredible IQ. A beautiful pass from Rafinha into Dani Olmo, who makes a perfect run into the right space. Back heels it for Ferran Torres, and Ferran Torres bangs it in for the first goal for Barcelona. Great goal. But yeah, Dani Olmo, I thought he was excellent today. He did everything perfect today. And again, just giving competition. This is what we need. We need competition. Competition is a beautiful thing when it comes to these great teams. Competition makes everyone better. And I'm sure Dani Olmo's looking at the performances that Fermin's putting up, and he's like, all right, I need to step up. I've been an advocate for Dani Olmo since he joined Barcelona, that I want to see him play week in, week out. The main problem with him has always been inconsistency, right? He's not been the most consistent, and of course injuries. That was his main problem last season, injuries. Hopefully this season we can get a fully fit Dani Olmo for the rest of the season, especially what we saw at the final minutes of the game. Literally right after the game ended, Fermin Lopez went to the ground and he was holding his abductor, so he might have picked up an injury. Who knows? Hopefully it's nothing serious. Hopefully it's something that it won't be too serious for him to be out for a long time. But he went to the ground right away after the whistle blew, so that's pretty concerning for sure. But Dani Olmo in this form, getting consistent Dani Olmo, if we get that, beautiful, perfect. But yeah, Dani Olmo, a great performance today. I honestly, I'd say the only one that really didn't really show up or really wasn't that impressive was Lewandowski. Really, I wasn't really truly impressed with his performance today. Made some good plays here and there, but not really. But I think the main standouts 100% were Pedri and Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres with a double today. Again, the first goal was great, and the second goal a great goal as well. A little over the top for Rafinha, who stays onside, and Ferran Torres perfectly timed run. Rafinha feeds him, and then Ferran Torres finishes it. A perfect double brace. He could have got a hat-trick in the first half, but from a beautiful pass from Pedri over the top, Ferran Torres, another beautiful run, but then he hits a crossbar. I'm like, come on, bro. Come on. That was your header. You had it yourself. You just messed it up yourself. Come on, bro. You could have done that easily. But yeah, besides that, Ferran Torres, another excellent performance. He is showing up this season so far. He's showing up. A little shout out to Jason, the boy Jason, who, for those that watched our Barca pod video before the season started, before the season started, we put on stocks and who we want stocks to put a player that we want to put stocks on this season, and he put it on Ferran Torres, who this season has been killing it so far, scoring goals, doing everything he needs to do as a striker. Because Ferran Torres, like I said in the past, Ferran Torres does everything right. He has great link-up play. He makes the perfect runs. He gets into the right areas. But my problem with him is always that final piece that is being a perfect finisher. Finishing the right chances, finishing easy chances, which he tends to miss at times. Again, that hat trick, as much as he scored 2 goals, it could have been even more satisfying if he scored the hat trick, right? And he could have definitely scored it, but he just, I guess, put too much power, pushed too much height on it, and he hits the crossbar. But Ferran Torres does everything perfect, and so far he's showing that he's going to be a great replacement for Lewandowski if we don't have the financials to get a striker next season, because Ferran Torres has been excellent. Today in the chat, while we were talking in the stream, in the chat, we're talking about, is Julian Alvarez a great fit for Barcelona? And I said yes, because he does what Ferran Torres does. Gets in the right areas, in the right spaces. Just the thing that Julian Alvarez has better finishing. And you could probably say a little bit more versatile. But they're similar profiles in terms of, their stature, the type of players that they are. They have the similar IQ of making the great runs, getting to the right spaces, into the right areas to score goals. Ferran Torres is slowly developing as a very prolific striker, because that's the type of player that we need him to be. Now that Lewandowski is aging, and again, the only difference is that he's not the best as he's not the most elite finisher like the likes of Julian Alvarez is, but there's similar profiles. But just that Ferran has to adapt a little bit more as a full-on striker. But if Ferran is able to do that, if he's able to just completely transform himself into an elite finisher, an elite striker, hey, we might not have to spend on a striker. Haaland, Alvarez, all these strikers, who are they? We have Ferran El Tiburon, who is slowly improving a lot as a striker. Great performance from him. Rafinha, I thought he was pretty good in the first half. I think the reason he got immediately taken off in the second half is because he had a yellow card. And, Rafinha, sometimes we know he's a little bit, he gets a little bit frustrated sometimes, especially because this ref. Jules Koundé was getting fouled like multiple times in that first half, and the ref was like, well, keep playing. He can step on your ankle. Oh, he's trying to hurt you. He's trying to break your leg. Oh, no worries. No, keep playing. And Rafinha obviously got frustrated. I don't know why he got this yellow card from. I don't know why. Like, there were so many fouls before Rafinha got his yellow card. No yellow cards. And then Rafinha, I guess, talked back. I don't know why he got that yellow card, but he gets a yellow card. And then towards the end of the first half, Koundé again gets stepped on. Rafinha stems up for him. That's what you love to see. Great that I love that. But I was worried that he was going to get a red card there. But thankfully he didn't. And I guess he just got subbed off to get that. So we wouldn't go 10 men down, because 2-0 lead is never the best kind of lead. We definitely wanted to score more. So in the second half, Rashford comes in immediately for Rafinha, and Rashford started playing on the right hand side in the beginning. Towards the last 15 minutes of the second half, Rashford switched to the left hand side after a couple subs were made. But Rashford was very solid on the right. He was very confident. He went at it, and he got the assist. He got the assist for Dani Olmo's goal. Little cross into the box, get past Lewandowski. Lewandowski misses it, and Dani Olmo comes from the edge of the box and scores a golazo. It would have been either him or Fermin who would have got that shot. But yeah, a great goal for the third goal and a great assist from Marcus Rashford. But yeah, after the third goal, complete dominance from Barcelona, complete control from Barcelona. We were never worried that Getafe were ever going to make a comeback. Again, the defense, the midfield, everything was excellent for Barcelona today. And I would say the main standout from the defense today was Gerard Martin. I thought he was excellent. Like, he's slowly improving. Like, he's definitely getting in my good side now of I don't have to hate on him full on or not have any confidence at all from him. Like, he's improving a lot. Today he had a great game, defensively very solid. Going forward, made some good crosses as well. Gerard Martin, he's definitely been that guy who's definitely been impressing me for sure. And yeah, we'll see how he does for the rest of the season, because Balde, we already know he's not the most fit player. Sometimes he tends to go out for a couple weeks, and Gerard Martin has been the guy who's in slotting in for him, and he's been improving a lot. So kudos to him. But again, just dominant from Barcelona, a great performance from Barcelona. And the two main things that have really showing me from these last couple games that Barcelona have 100% improved after the international break has been our defensive structure, how defensively solid we've been, and just control of the game, control of the match. We saw it against Newcastle where the final minutes, obviously a tension because Newcastle scored a goal, but just complete control from Barcelona. Weren't rushing it to try and get another goal, to try to bring up the lead even further. Rushing plays, we were in total control. Kudos more to Pedri because he was dominant in that extra time. But it's just the maturity that Barcelona are showing, that they can kill off games, that they can end off games without having to struggle and without having to, make the fans worry that, hey, what are you guys doing? Like what we saw against Inter Milan last season. And the defense today against Valencia, against Newcastle especially, very dominant, very confident, and the defense has been amazing so far. Like Barcelona, after international break, is definitely fixed up because against Mallorca, Levante, Rayo, we were struggling. They got through us easily, and these last couple games against Newcastle, Valencia, and today against Getafe, dominant the performances from our defense. Very, very solid. And of course, that has a lot to do with our midfield getting a lot more involved. Pedri and Frankie controlling the game for us, and everyone helping out defend. There was even a moment in the game where Rashford came back and defended. And it's just great to see. Great to see how much Barcelona has reacted after international break, where against Rayo, we struggled heavily. Barcelona got a lot of criticism, and they've improved massively. But yeah, another great performance from Barcelona. Another deserved 3 points. Obviously, we had to respond after Real Madrid won their game against Espanyol. We obviously had to react. We'll see when they'll eventually drop points. Hopefully in the Madrid derby they'll drop points so we can take advantage of it. But yeah, another great performance from Barcelona. Dominant performance. And yeah, not much more we can say. Man of the match to Ferran Torres. I'd give it to Ferran Torres as well. If not, Pedri, 100%. But yeah, that was the video for today, guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought about the game. What were your sensations before the match? Were you had the same sensations as every Barcelona fan that we were going to have a struggle today because of the haram ball that Getafe play? Or were you confident that we were going to win this game easily? Let me know all those things down in the comments. Who is your man of the match as well? Make sure to like, subscribe, favorite, hit the notification bell for every time I upload. Share your friends, a lot of football. And I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that is. Much love. Take care and peace.